Nonsense. What's up? It's me, Audra, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm not sure how you got here, but certainly I'm glad you came. And if you are new here, well, you're in for a treat. All right, if you enjoy chaotic, frenetic energy, you like beauty, you like horror, and a little bit of commentary thrown in between, then I suggest you go on ahead and subscribe for the low price of $0. I will tell you a random fact about myself. That's right, we're back on them random facts, and today's random fact is I enjoy the smell of skunk spray. Like not immediately, not like the immediate like, but like wafting through the air, I find it to be quite pleasant. All right, and here are my socials. Let's connect, let's hang out, let's do things. I don't know what things we're gonna do in this pandemic, but we'll figure it out. All right, Audra, what are we here with today? Okay, obviously I have no makeup on, which means I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, and I'm just gonna be doing like a little bit of like an update on what's happening, my goals, my dreams. What's that you say? What? Oh, my shirt, my sweater. Yeah, hold on. This whole thing. Oh. Why, yes, I do have new merch. It's very, very exciting. But I can't wear this any longer because Texas is essentially refusing to acknowledge that winter exists, much like a lot of people are refusing to acknowledge the president. But that's neither here nor there because one thing is true and one thing can be taken off. Ah! Okay, I know that it totally looks like I'm naked, but I'm not naked. Let me just, ha ha ha. I'm wearing a top. I'm wearing a top. All right, so first and foremost, everything that's on my face is gonna be in the description below. I do have to give the disclaimer that some of those are in fact, yes, affiliate links, and I do earn a small commission from them, and I use that money to put back into the channel for your enjoyment. But if that makes you feel weird, you don't have to do it. It's totally cool. Like, we'll still be friends, I promise. All right, so anyway, to get started, how about that election? All right. No, I think it's been a very stressful time for everybody, and I'm glad it's over. Look, that's a thing that I'm glad about, and I'm really just ready to move forward into the next part of the hellscape of these years. You know what I mean? Like, hellscape, yeah, all right. And then on my frontier, y'all, when I tell you all the work that I have been doing, it's like, okay. So a lot of interesting things have been falling into my lap, which has been awesome. And I'm very excited for all of them. Some of them I can talk about, some of them I cannot. There are things that I'm changing and I'm excited about that. And you're like, Audra, stop being so vague. Listen, I'm a beauty YouTuber, of course I have to be vague. But it's just been kind of nice, like to not have like weird crippling depression, which is, you know, different. You know what I mean? Like it's different from my normal depression. Like that sounds horrible. Like it's different than my normal depression, but it is. It's weird. I'm kind of happy to go back to like regular ass depression and not like the amped up like oh my god depression. And then also it has been very nice to like fall asleep, like get tired. Like I get tired and then I go to bed. Like it's that's a new thing. That was not a thing previously and now it is a thing, and it just like genuinely gives me joy because I haven't had that in a while, and I know a lot of people hadn't either. I have still no job. That's still a thing. I still don't have a job. Like I'm trying, but it's just, you know, the worst time of year to be like looking for a job, just FYI, for those of you who don't know. Like if you don't find a job by September, like good luck, boo. But we are out here and we are trying. So I feel like, you know, it may come. So that's cool. That's cool. Other things, so I've told you I was getting ready for Livemas. I feel like I did, and maybe I didn't, who knows. I've been doing a lot of interesting filming because I launched the join feature for my channel, and thank you to everyone who has joined. That's been amazing. I was trying that out because I'm never sure if people like Patreon better or if they like joining the channel better or both. And I was also worried that when I go back to work, like, which one of those I'll be able to maintain, or can I maintain both or whatever. So I just wanted to have like everything just out there to be able to do, and it's fun. So I'm enjoying it so far. Also, y'all, okay, and things that I can tell you. I ordered 15 glitters from Midas Cosmetics because I was in a mood. I was like, I want all the glitter. I feel like I should have all the glitter. So I bought 15 glitters. They're having a sale. They're $1 a piece. I was like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get glitter. Y'all know how much I love my glitter freckles. And Rocio was so fucking kind. And she sent me some additional goodies, some of which I'm gonna be using today. So she did send the Artistry Palette Volume 1 and 2. So I'm like, I'm freaking stoked. Okay, look, listen, y'all, look at that. How freaking cool is that? And eventually, don't get mad at me, eventually I'm gonna figure out this lighting situation well enough, because you know, I moved the camera and did all this stuff, but I wasn't sure. So once I figure that out completely, I just want like applause, please and thank you. I'll hear you, no matter where you are. All right, so then here is Volume 2. So we're gonna play with these because I am really excited to just like have some fun. Like, yes, bitch, like what? What? I have Volume 1, I have Volume 2, like exciting things are gonna happen to my eyes. Look into my eyes. And I also have some fun brushes to play with. So I'm actually really freaking stoked. So we're gonna do things. I don't know what those things are yet though. They're just gonna be things that we do. So what I think I'm going to go ahead and do is just grab like this big ass brush and just like go to town on my eyes, okay? So that was really awesome and unexpected. Like, there's something magical about when someone just like genuinely does something like kind. Ooh, I like that. Wait, you know what? I just realized I'm gonna do something a little nutty. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go ahead and put on my foundation, porque it makes a lot of sense when I think I'm gonna try to do something daring and exciting with my eyes that I haven't done before. So, you know, I wanna make sure that like things are going well. And also, I'm sorry if you can hear my frackin' toilet that never stops running. And I really need to call the office about it. It's like making me just lose any semblance of sanity, because even when I'm like I'm gonna go to bed, and you know what happens? Freaking toilet running, you know? It's just like, it's a never ending affair. It's making me nuts. Anyways, I'm gonna stop bitching about that. But that's also not the only wonderful thing that has happened. Like, I've had so much brand love this year, and it has been just amazing because Drench Cosmetics has been so kind and wonderful to me. Gerard Cosmetics reached out, and that's, you know, the clean canvas that I have on my eyes. Rocio from Midas being so wonderful. Like, other creators were like having me in mind, you know, when they launch their collaborations. Like, it has been like, even with all like the shittiness, all of the shittiness, like, there's just so many like weird punches of good. And I think that's been the hardest thing, is like, there's so many horrible things happening, right? But it's like hard to feel good about it. I know I'm gonna bring y'all in closer in a little bit, but I figured none of y'all cared about me putting my foundation on. This brush, by the way, I just wanted to bring up because we talked about it in a live, or I can't remember, like it was a live stream and I don't know which one it was. But this is the e.l.f. Airbrush Blender, and I kind of dig this brush. It's like a nice, like, it's soft. It's not as soft as I'd like it to be, but it's soft enough I'd like it to just be just a smidgen softer, but I like it a lot. I still like my Milani brush better than this one. To be frank, don't mind if I do. Why am I so hyped? We're not gonna talk about it. Do you see, like, this is the Armani Foundation. I cannot. Okay, so I also picked that up at the Sephora sale. So like their VIB, whatever the fuck sale. I can't remember the names for all that stuff. Now let's go in and do whatever we were doing with my eyes. Yes, this is something I'm enjoying. Yeah, so, ooh, I probably want to put concealer on too, but you know what? I fucked that up already. Ooh, okay. Let's come in closer. All right, well now we're gonna go ahead and do the concealer because whatever it is I'm trying to do, I feel is like somewhat ambitious and I don't know how this is gonna go. I feel like mistakes are being made by me and that's okay, you know what I mean? This is a really big brush and I kind of wish that for this brush to be as big as it is, I was getting like a little bit more product, actually. Oh my God, it's like really glowy though. Like really glowy. Anyways, I believe what I was going on about was how it's so weird to me because honestly, this has been a year that like has like good and bad, like good, and I get it, like I can feel good, right? Right, but like also it still feels weird. And I feel like there's a lot of us right now having that same sensation, like this is good, but also it's weird. Let me grab my brush. Found it. So it's just like this strange sensation of like, things are going well, but also no, but like also, yeah. So celebrate, be happy about the things that are going well in your life. Like that's what I'm gonna say. I have to take my own advice because I say that to other people all the time. And then funnily enough, when it comes to me, I'm like, you know, like radio silence for myself because I'm like, and myself is like, hey Audra, didn't you just say to other people that they should? I'm like, you know what, self, shut up. There's no need for that kind of slander in this house. Like, leave me alone. When self-talk goes wrong. So anyway, that's been a whole ass thing. So just me like kind of trying to be kinder to myself. And then also, y'all, I did something really cool that I didn't even think about. Okay. The Half Cousins podcast, y'all, if I do not stop getting these hairs, by the way, that's a good thing to use the back end of the brush for, is when you get like an errant brush hair, I use the back end of the brush to get it instead of my nails, so I'm not like fucking everything up. Do you know what I mean? But anywho's it's, I think what I find so interesting about all of this is like I've been able to do some really cool things. You don't care about my concealer, you really don't. You don't care if my concealer's on well or not, like y'all don't care. You just wanna see what I'm gonna do with my eyes, and you know what? I'm gonna make that happen because honestly, I have like 50 minutes and I need to be done, okay? So I can't be fiddly farting around. Now this, I encourage my friend Emily to get this. This is also from Midas, so I'm really excited. It's a, oh gosh, this is the 1130, the set from the set 1130. So this brush, I'm very excited to try her. Do you know why? Because I'm excited to try new things. I like trying new things, especially from brands that I respect. So that changes the game, right? Right. All right, so I'm gonna pop some of this powder like onto, we'll see how this works out for me. Because it's so luminous, like, and I'm an oily ass bitch, I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder here. Also, I'm gonna go live, so that doesn't hurt either. Because once I start drinking that wine, y'all, I start sweating like it is unbelievable. The amount of sweat that I generate in a live could be bottled, but I'm not going to because the mere thought of like a stalker creep, like buying my sweat freaks me the fuck out. I don't know how that one girl was doing it. You know the one with the where she was selling her bath water? I don't know if she still is, but there was an influencer who was legitimately, y'all, she was out in these streets. Oh my God, this brush, Beachy Dubs, soft as fuck. It's so soft, like, ugh. Listen to me. Ugh. Okay, I'm digging it. All right, I dig it. I digs. All right, now we're gonna continue with the eyes. I'm so sorry for the detour. So I feel like I've been telling you a lot of things and like nothing, like lots of things and none of the things all at the same time. But you know, I'm happy about all of them, about like how I'm doing these things. Like, am I telling you anything? Are you learning anything? I don't know. Am I being helpful or am I making things worse? Anyway, the point I'm getting to, which is like never ending, which y'all should be used to that by now. Like you should legitimately be used to the fact that I don't get to any point at any point in time. But I mean, if you're not, I genuinely don't know what to tell you at this point. So another super fun thing, which is one of the biggest reasons that I'm here, because Emily and I are doing this video in collaboration, is we are actually finally getting our podcast together. So for those of you who've been in LGG or have been in the lives quite a bit, you'll know exactly what I'm about to talk about here to a degree, because like we always somehow end up in the gutter, like just every time. Like we end up talking about sexy things. So we end up talking about some really sexy things, and that's fun and it's fine. Like there's nothing wrong with sex. And because there's nothing wrong with it, we're gonna have like a whole ass podcast. It's gonna be called Getting Down with Emily and Audra. Getting down with the fire gang. Okay, you have to have watched that movie to get that reference at all. But yeah, so we're doing that, and that's one of the things I've been prepping for a little while, is like us doing that. And so it's like I have so much shit coming right now between like Livemas and our podcast, and I'm just really excited to do this. We're doing it on our Patreons, and once all that is like kind of figured out, we're gonna just decide how to like open it up and all kinds of fun things. But yeah, we're doing it privately on our Patreons because first and foremost, you know this country, y'all. I'm an American, for those of you who for some reason thought maybe I wasn't. But I'm an American, and we all know that in this country, emphasis on the cunt, they get really weird about talking about sexy times. Like, they just do. It becomes like a whole ordeal, and you have to like ask for forgiveness if you talk about it. If you're, and everybody's like, oh my God. So we decided we want to do a podcast, and we're like, yeah, let's do this shit. And then we also decided that it would make a lot more sense for us to just do it on our Patreon, and so that way, one, we don't have to like censor the whole thing. And like that's a big part of it. We don't have to censor anything, and it's fine, and we don't get into a lot of trouble. And then also, if you kind of want to add to that, ooh, there we go. I told you I'm doing some interesting shit. Like, I'll bring y'all in a little bit closer when I'm finished being odd. So we're gonna see what all has happened here when I'm just done doing whatever the hell it is that I'm doing. But we like, there's so much censorship around like talking about it on the internet, and obviously like neither one of us have channels that are large enough to like have sponsorships or things like that to where we could just talk about it freely. So we're going to be talking about it on our podcast, and I'm really excited for that. Like, I'm so freaking stoked. Also, I'm getting stoked for this eye look. Bruh, what do you think is happening here? Whatever it is, that is it. I'm like, whatever you think is happening is what is happening. I am just beside myself with like the ridiculousness of my life. But yeah, we're really excited to do that, because here, like, one thing to talk about too is that like whenever we do talk about the sexy stuff, when we're together just doing regular live streams, we always end up with limited ads, and they usually undo it after the fact, right? They'll be like, oh, like, because you can submit it and be like, hey, can you review this? Like, it's fine. But the problem is, while everybody was watching it and while you were getting like the best bang for your buck, boom, you've lost out on all that advertising. So it's like, psh, fuck. And I don't mind, I like it, but I'm looking forward, not like the, anyways. So I'm looking forward to us being able to start that adventure. Like, I'm so stoked. Ooh, should we do the yellow or the blue? I really don't know. I just don't know. I feel like, I put that in here because I was not expecting this yellow to go the level that it did. Okay. I wasn't expecting this to go hard, Rocio. Like, I just thought it was gonna be like a basic, like, I kind of really, wow. All right. So anyway, sorry, I got distracted by my beautiful yellow. Okay, anyways, I feel like y'all are watching this on Sunday, and that is very exciting because that means a new week is coming. I know, and you're also like, look at you finally filming content. Listen, it has actually been weird to like try to film. If I'm honest, it has been a little bit of like a weird journey because like when everything was kind of like in this upheaval, it just would feel like kind of strange to just be like, here we go, I'm gonna film a video. Like, I'm here to film a video while the world is like on fire. And it's been feeling like that most of 2020. 2020 has literally been the year of like, everything's on fire, but I'm pretending that it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, everything's on fire and pretending that it's not. That got really weird really fast and I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Like, I don't know who I am or who created that strange little jam, but that was a thing that happened and okay, you know, there's no need to talk about it loudly. I think I'm definitely gonna use one of the glitters, but I just wanted to see like, ugh, y'all. And this is just to show you. This is why I like this little detail brush from Moda. I know, I'm like a salesperson. Like, just don't get mad at me, but I'm telling you this because you can use them however the fuck you want to, and that's why I like them so much, because I don't have to feel like, oh, I have to use this flat brush for this thing. Like, I'm just kind of creating like a fun little funky look, and I'm doing whatever the hell I want using this brush and just having a good time with it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is fun, you know? Instead of feeling like obligated to do something very specific or, you know, these brushes are great for especially exploring. Anyways, moving on, podcast. We're talking about the podcast, aren't we? Yes, dear, we are. Anyhow, I am super excited about that because I just feel like this is going to be a really great thing for the both of us to be able to do and have fun with. Y'all, who's letting me out of the house, like just doing whatever the hell I want with my makeup? Is it you? Yes. And I just feel like this is a great opportunity to be able to do something fun and like different. We're gonna be able to talk about all kinds of things. Like, I'm excited. I think we have some, like, we already have a few episodes like lined out, and then we're going to start filming. The first one, well, not filming. The first one is actually going to be on Tuesday. I like to say Tuesday because I just find it so offensive, like, to a lot of other people's sensibilities. Like, you're just sitting there and here I come, Tuesday. Like, there you were trying to have a good day and there I am, Tuesday. Anyway, but I'm actually really excited about doing this because I think it's nice, and I feel like a lot of people want to be able to talk about these things in open spaces, especially like, just, no, I wasn't gonna say especially women, but like just people in general want to be able to talk about this shit in open spaces, and it just feels like you can't a lot of times, and it feels like there's always someone holding you back. So, you know, no holds barred. All right, who? Listen, we're gonna pull this together somehow. Leave me alone. It's gonna happen. Those of you who've been around for my lives know that I have been in this like sing-song, singy mood, and I don't know where the fuck it's coming from, but I feel like it's like this weird relief because I've been so stressed out. If I'm honest, I'm gonna pull back a little. I've been exceedingly stressed out because it just, you know, there were so many things left unfinished, and I was not a fan of it, and I was like, please stop doing this to my life. And now it is over. And yeah, so that's a thing. Anyways, I'm kind of all over the place right now because I got a little excited about this eye look, and I was like, bitch, who who am I today? I really am trying to be like as normal as I can be, which isn't a lot. So yes, we have this awesome podcast coming up, and I am stoked because that's how I am. And you know, do you know how rare it is to get to do fun things with your friends? Like, especially in this pandemic. Do you know how rare it is to find a friend who like is like you, and it's like, oh no, I like seeing people, but like sparingly. Like, I love our relationship because we don't have to see each other in person. Yeah, that's it. Like, we will, like, you know, when the pandemic has like gone on about its business, we can definitely meet in the persons and say hello. And oh Jesus, my own phone just scared the shit out of me, y'all. Don't. I know, am I gonna cut that out? We'll find out in editing, won't we? Back to you, John. Yeah, so it's gonna be nice to have like a full Legutta session is really how I feel about it. Like, oh my gosh. Like, cause basically that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, it's gonna be like a full Legutta session. Like, instead of it being in pieces, it's just gonna be like, or like, we have to make these points and then it's time for Legutta. It is Legutta. It's like the whole thing. Our first episode, I do believe, is just gonna be like us talking about us, obviously, in our sexuality. That's how we're gonna say it so that I don't get demonetized on this video, okay? Okay, we're gonna call it sexuality. So that I don't get demonetized, and like also so that we can just kind of talk about it in a little bit. I'll be back. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I just tried this, so hopefully you can see some shit. I say hopefully like I'm not staring directly at the monitor instead of y'all, because I'm a jackass, or the viewfinder, whatever we want to call it. Like, I say monitor like I have a monitor, but I mean it is. But I am going to go in with a Ritual de Fille. I feel like I used one of these last night, and like, I don't know. I feel like I used Anthelion. I'm gonna use Phosphine today because I feel like it. I'm gonna use it as a little bit of a base because I have an idea. Okay, we're doing idea shit today, and I'm for it. I'm here for it. Ooh, actually, ooh, damn, never mind. Let me just kind of blend that into, SpaghettiOs. So yeah, so getting down with Emily and Audra, I think we're going to be working on like the artwork and all that shit. And yeah, that's a whole thing. In other news, y'all, okay. When I was talking about some of the good things that have been happening, another good thing was, I feel like I was trying to tell you all this at one point and I forgot, and if I was, maybe y'all could let me know, and who knows, maybe I didn't. So, I got to be on another Half Cousins podcast, and I, like, internet met Hannah of Smoky Glow, and that was like kind of like really fucking cool. Like, it's just, like, here's the thing. It's always weird meeting people from the internet and in the same sphere, because it's just weird. Listen, it's just a weird thing, because you're like, when you watch people like do shit and then they're like talking to you, it's just a weird sensation. You're like, you're a real boy. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know why I'm like this today. I don't know where this like random like bout of joy came from, because I was like hella depressed earlier today. I don't know what was going on. Like, I just wasn't in the mood for life. I was like, no thank you. I just wanted to lie down. I didn't want anybody to like talk to me. And now I'm just like, I think it's because I'm close to the live stream, and those always like bring up my spirit like so much. Like, cause I think it's like, listen, I get to interact with y'all in a level that like I just don't, you know, when I do these videos. Like, when I like filmed content is so fun, but it's like also I'm not getting to interact with y'all, and then that just like kind of like makes it like a little bit less fun, like, because I don't like get to talk to you in real time. Like on the video, I drop a video, like, yeah, we chat back and forth, but like I also have my notifications turned off, because honestly, if I kept my notifications on, I would drive myself a little bit nuts, to be honest, because I would stress myself out that like no one has watched the video, and then I refresh, so I turn my notifications off. Hold on one sec, I got to get some glue. All right, so I got the glue, and I'm still sweating just so fucking much. Like, I don't know what's happening. I mean, I do, like I'm old, and we get old and you just fucking start sweating. But yeah, so that was a cool like little piece of my life. Like, take it, take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Okay, so I'm done being weird about that song. Well, I like that song, but like sometimes I don't. Is that like, do you know how you like a song and then you hate it? Like, there's songs that I hate because of karaoke, BT dubs. Like, there's just, because like, like I used to love Total Eclipse of the Heart, and then somebody, like there's always just somebody messing it up, do you know what I mean? Cause like you go, and every time you go to karaoke, they sing that same song. And you know what, I'm kind of an asshole for saying that, because if I'm being honest, like I sing the same songs over and over again. Like I always sing as Avenged Sevenfold Nightmare, which it's a hit, by the way. Like it is, I'm just telling you, like I'm not, it's facts. It is a hit. Everyone likes it when I do it. It's a great time. And I sing Nightmare, and everybody pops off and they think that like I am amazing, and I'm like, I know. Holy shit, y'all. Okay, things are like popping the fuck off with this look right now, and I wish y'all could really like, one day, like when I have my lighting situated better, like, oh my God, I feel like you'll really be able to see like the magic that I randomly like made happen. Cause like, I can't even really begin to explain to you how this went down. I can't, because I don't know. I don't know. I was just playing, and this is what happened. I decided, like, okay, here's what I'm gonna say. If you are thinking about, or we're thinking about getting one of these like, I feel like you should get both of them. Like I think this is one of those better together situations. Like, and I'm not saying, I don't even have any, like I have no affiliation with Midas other than Rocio is fucking kind. But like, y'all, I feel like this be that get them both situation. Like, I don't know why I'm trying to open my eye and also show it to you. Like, let me just see if I can come in closer, because I'm making things hard on myself. Yeah. Now we can see what's happening. This is just popping off now, and I don't even know. Like, I'm like, oh shit. Oh, okay, I didn't realize we were gonna play like hardball today. Like, okay. Like, I thought I was just gonna, like, y'all, FYI, this is the first time I've used this. So my excitement is fucking genuine. Like, what the actual fuck is happening here? Now take it! Take another little piece of my heart now, baby! Okay, now I'm in the mood for the song. All right. We're gonna just finish out this look right quick, and we'll be back to see like what kind of messes I've made of myself by the time I'm finished. All right, see y'all in a little bit. All right, so I've got most of my face done, and apparently in this collaboration, I just realized that like Emily and I were supposed to be talking about the importance of platonic friendships. And I feel like in some ways I kind of did, like I alluded to it a little bit. And speaking about like how it's nice to have a friend like her, but I like that platonic friendships are, honestly, to me, they're more rewarding and fulfilling than any of my romantic relationships have ever been. And I think it's because like when good things happen, I tell my friends. When bad things happen, I tell my friends. And there's like no, I don't know, I feel like there's not the pressure, and I don't feel like I'm letting people down when I'm not in a good mood. And like this look, you know, I just talked to Emily just a little bit ago, and she gave me so much encouragement on like how I looked, you know, like that I looked good. And you know, and I'm over here just like playing with makeup. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like a little fairy princess right now, but like like on the devil side. Anyway, plus the good thing about having platonic friendships, as I just like keep piling on more and more makeup, it's such a nice safe space to be in, where you can actually just be yourself. Like people that I'm friends with in real life and all that, we Marco Polo, BT dubs, just like quick note, I would get both of them they're very good to companion with. Like if I were, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I like them both together because I use both of them to do this. What? Yes, I know, it's sanity. Okay, so anyways. Oh, today was like a day of Midas. It's like it was a whole ass Midas day. But yeah, I mean, I just truly enjoy having my friendships be like this, where it's just like I can depend on them, and I just think that it's so important. Like we kind of, you know, touched on this as well in my love stuff stream about like how actually important it is to just have friendships that have nothing to do with your love life. You know what I mean? Like the things need to be separate. Listen, I'm gonna be glowing from the heavens by the time I'm done. I have on Ritual Defy. I've added my Too Faced one, and now I've added this on top of it. Like you can't. Don't come for me today, okay? I'm in a really good mood, and I'm putting highlighter in interesting places. I am living my best life right now, and I just want y'all to let me have that, okay? Okay, thank you. Anyway, all I'm really saying is I like having, bitch, there is no mistake made with this lipstick right now. I like my platonic friendships because they're just, I don't know. I think that they make me far more independent than before. Like, I don't think I paid them enough due when I was younger, because now that I have really good friendships, bitch, I'm so sorry. I look amazing and it's kind of fucking me up. But like, I look amazing and it's destroying my life. Like, okay, we're gonna come out so you can see like the whole effect. Like, look at me. So take a look at me now. Okay, listen. I dig it. It's the icing gloss from Midas. This one is in strawberry, so I'm like, yes. These smell so good. It's unreasonable. Uh-oh. Guess what, y'all? There's gonna be another thirst trap on my Instagram stories of me doing lip things, because this is, I need to bring back that thing I used to do where I do like slow-mo lip shit. Y'all remember that? Like the OGs? Y'all remember when I used to like do slow-mos on my lips? Anywhoozits, I'm gonna close this out by saying I really enjoy my platonic friendships, because for me, it is actually very helpful because I have other people to depend on for like my emotional well-being, and so I don't depend so much on a partner to provide that to me. And that's it, y'all. That is it. This is the look. I'm going to tell you right now, like, this is still bae. This is still bae. The blush is still poppin'. The highlight is gorgeous. I am absolutely over the moon with both of these. Again, thank you so much, Rocio, for sending these. These are the Artistry Palettes. They're so cute, and they're little, and they're adorable. And if I didn't put the price, I think they're like $18. So if I didn't say it at all, then I will put it down there. So there you go. So I love those. Thank you again, Rocio, for sending those over. The brushes, highly recommend. Highly. I just used these two brushes for, I have this one, and I use this one for powder and blush. And this one is 1130. And it's just for your setting powder, which I use it for. Which, y'all, I never use setting powder, but actually I've started using a little bit more because it's winter. We're gonna move on. Anyhow, 1130, and I also use the highlight 1128, and I love it. I love it. So this is a great ass brush. Like, I've been able to fuss with it, play with it, do my featherlight strokes. I look like a bad bitch. Like, look at my highlighter. Who's gonna tell you no? Who? Nobody better tell me no, because I'm looking fly. Like, good luck to you. And I just want to say, I just want to thank all of you so much for being on this journey with me. Another super side note, I know that there's some things that you don't speak into, you don't speak because you don't want it taken from you, but I do have one teeny tiny goal, and I am hoping to reach this goal by the end of the year. 10K. Okay, that's it. That's all we're gonna say about that. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And as usual, huge shout out to my patrons. Yeah, all right, y'all, thank you again. Have a wonderful day. Please be safe out there. And remember, it costs $0 to be kind. And since it costs you nothing to be kind, you may as well do it because it's good for your soul, right? Right, because if you're not taking care of your soul, then I'm coming for yours. All right, thank you. Have a wonderful day and deuces! I'm already sweating. I'm doing that like 40-year-old lady sweat. God damn. Having a good time. I'm always sweating. Everybody pop your pussy like this. Things are gonna happen. This is just me fiddly farting around, honestly. Just fiddly farting. Fiddly farting around. That's right, I said funky shit. Oh my God, that's a funky shit. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm wearing a top.